says insert application. It is in. Here. Insert disk. Insert disk. Maybe just didn't read when I put it in. It's not reading my disk, dude. What the hell? Is it dirty? Teeny bit, but not enough to not read it. Oh, it's not reading my disk, man. Turn it off. There we go. Just had to reboot. Alright, how come my... Alright, let's try this. Yo. Damn it, I forgot I gotta download that episode 3. I hope it don't take long. I don't think people wanna watch me download that episode. 2 gigs. That shouldn't take too long. Maybe 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Going pretty fast. I should download the other episodes while I'm at it. That way they'll be ready. New World Order. Alright. Let's see how far it is. Let's get in there. Probably like 3 more minutes. Let's see, what can we do while we wait for the download to finish? Batman Unmasked. Join. What if I don't want to join? Yo. Let's sign up. Make sure that's right. Alright, and then I'm gonna have to black out the screen so I can put in my password, yo. Account created. Alright. Now we can watch videos.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Batman Unmasked, your after show for Batman, the Telltale series. Now, normally,
we're gonna watch this until episode 3 finished downloading,
and we'd all talk about it and talk about it.
Actually, you know what? Let's see how far it is. Should be almost finished. At least more than halfway past. Alright, I'll say another 3 minutes it'll be done. So we'll go watch that video while that downloads. Which one were we watching? This one. We'll watch this while that downloads.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Batman Unmasked, your after show for Batman, the Telltale series. Now, normally, you'd come watch this episode after you beat whatever episode you just beat, and we'd all talk about it and talk about our decisions. Everybody go, oh, I can't believe that one. It'd be great. It'd be fun. But you haven't played it yet. Episode 1 isn't out. So instead, today, we're going to talk about how this Batman game came to be. So I'm Greg Miller from KindofFunny.com, and this is Tony Guerrero from Comic Vine and GameSpot. How are you, Tony?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Now you're here because you know a lot about Batman. You like the comics.
I do. Yeah.
Who is Batman?
Batman. Can I say?
Yeah.
Is this a spoiler?
Well, I don't know. Have they changed that in your game?
I don't know if it's a spoiler.
No, it's the same. Okay.
So Batman is Bruce Wayne.
Great. We'll see you back here for episode. No, everybody, don't worry about it. Sean O'Connor
Yes.
from Telltale Games, executive producer. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, I'm pretty well. This is a nice set. You've done well for yourself.
We're excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Oh, he's excited.
And
for me
Tony
too.
as well.
No. Don't bring Tony into it if you don't have to. No, what are you guys bringing to Batman? You know what I mean? This is what, for me as a Batman fan, for Tony as a Batman fan, Batman's been done well before. Like, what were you excited for to come to and tackle on this project?
Yeah, I think this will be a Telltale Batman game, and I think there's been great Batman games before, and they've been really focused on action and skill, but we're bringing the drama and the detective work and some of these aspects that we do really well with our format. Like, we're going to be playing a lot of Bruce in our game, which is different than other Batman games, as well as a lot of Batman. And at certain points in our game, you get to choose whether you play as Bruce or Batman. So, you know, Telltale has a kind of a unique way, a story-driven game, and it's our take on Batman.
So then, Sean, what was the reaction in the studio like when people came in like, oh, we're going to work on a Batman game?
Oh, it was huge.
Yeah.
We have so many Batman fans here and so many comic fans, and yeah, the team is super excited. And even the people that are working on the other projects in the studio are super excited about Batman. And
was there trepidation? I mean, this is Batman. You know what I mean? You guys have had big properties before.
we don't shy away from a challenge, right? We're excited about it. We see so much that we can do that's different from what's been done before. So we think our take on Batman can be really unique and really entertaining to the fans.
Okay. So, Kevin, you're talking about Bruce, you're talking about Batman. How do you find that balance, and how does that look from a gameplay perspective?
Well, I think when we look at it, we look at your Batman no matter what suit you're wearing, whether you're wearing the bat suit or whether you're wearing the tuxedo as Bruce. So you're always Batman. Everything that can happen as Bruce can affect what happens as Batman and vice versa. So that was really kind of where we were grounded, this duality of always being Batman in every context.
Now, Tony, are they saying the right things? Because I'm a Batman fan like you, and it sounds like they're saying the right things.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, the only difference would be Batman is Bruce Wayne if there's other people around. But yeah, he is always Batman, because Bruce Wayne is more like the costume.
Right, Bruce Wayne's the mask,
Yeah,
right?
Batman is who he is.
And I guess that's what's interesting about the game, and what I've seen when we went to E3 and I got to watch the demo. Nobody let me play. Jerks. Is the fact that, you know, we get to be in the mind of Batman. And even when we are Bruce, it's then that question of, do I want to talk to Falcone and do I want to be a jerk about it? Or do I want to try to be the aloof playboy? Do I want to look weak? Do I want to start letting that Bruce Wayne part, or the Batman part go out as Bruce Wayne? Sean, is that hard to balance? I feel like Telltale games are always like, all right, you got to be a good guy, or not a good guy or a bad guy, but you make decisions that then radiate out. And Batman is so interesting. There's usually a core to what Batman is.
So is it difficult? Sure. But all of our games are difficult to make and make really well, and make those choices really matter, and make sure that
when is this dialogue gonna finish?
relationships you have with the other characters are all really meaningful and deep. So yeah, there's a lot of hard work that goes into it, but it's actually really fun to do and go, okay, we can be, you know, kind of the Caped Crusader Batman, or more the Dark Knight, more brutal Batman, you know, and you can make those choices of how you want to go and how you want to play.
And that's what was fascinating
episode
about
3 should be downloaded, finishing up here in a few minutes, so
the game and what episode
continue
1 was
watching
going
this
to
till
be.
that's done.
Seeing those pop up, where I think it's a conversation with Catwoman on the rooftop, where she's like, well, why do you do this? And the choices pop up, and it's like, well, I want to be the hero, or I need to instill fear, and all. And right there was the first time of like,
or
oh,
Gotham
right,
needs me. Yeah.
Exactly, because this is, correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin, your own Batman, your own universe. You're playing. This is all your own universe thing.
Yeah, that's one of the great things is Batman has a 75 years of history, and there's been all these different takes in the comics and movies and television on what the Batman universe is like. There isn't really an official canon, like one true Batman.
Sure.
So we're making our own version of Batman, and it starts at a very familiar place where people are going to identify like all the common Batman elements, but it definitely does not finish there. It evolves in a very unique to Telltale way.
He becomes Superman.
He becomes
Exactly.
Superman.
He cannot
Absolutely.
become Superman.
Tony, for
How
you,
dare you.
Here we are, you know, pre-episode 1. What does Batman need to be? When you think of Batman, what do you think of in terms of this is what the character is?
Well, I mean, you know, they always say Batman can take on anyone. You know, he's a brilliant man. You know, he's a great fighter, but it's all about his mind. You know, he's
has contingency plans, and he's the world's greatest detective, so he needs to be able to take on any situation, be prepared, and dive in there. So I'm fascinated about the idea of delving into the decision making of Batman, and hopefully I can make the right decisions that Batman would make.
Well, that's the whole thing, and that's what's so weird about it, right? Is that I felt like in previous Telltale games, right, Michonne in particular, where when I was playing it, I felt like I knew that character, so I knew the choices I was making. This is the canon choice of how it should be. But with Batman, it is like more than ever the branching paths. And if I want to be the Dark Knight, if I want to be the really brutal Batman, I can do that. But if I want to be, the more I'm in the gray suit with the blue top, I'm here and I'm going to be nicer and chum and all this different stuff. That's fascinating. That's what I'm interested about and how it's going to all play out. But then talk a little bit more then, I guess, about the fact of how it mutates, how Bruce's decisions affect Batman's and vice versa.
I'll talk Batman first. So Batman, how you act as Batman, if you're really brutal, the city kind of turns against you. So our game is early on in Batman's career. It's not, 10 years in. It's
Ballpark?
1 or 2 years,
okay.
3 years, somewhere like that.
He hasn't had 15 Robins yet.
Right.
Gotcha.
Exactly. He has had 0 Robins at this point. So Gotham's still not sure how to react to this masked vigilante.
Sure.
And so depending on how you act, Gotham acts different. And so depending on how you act as Bruce, with Falcone, like you said, that we showed in the E3 demo, or with Harvey Dent, or some of the other characters that we have, that impacts how Gotham perceives Bruce as well. It all kind of ties together in some very cool and meaningful ways that I don't want to spoil.
Is it interesting to jump in and be able to have your own Harvey Dent and have your own Selena Kyle? Because that was the thing I was taking away from it, is the fact that I feel whenever we talk about Batman as a property, as 75 years of history, you talk about the Rogues Gallery, and you talk about all this, his partners in crime and all these different things. To come out and see the way Harvey interacts with Bruce, and then to see the way Catwoman and Batman get to there's something familiar about it with like Batman, Catwoman, and then with Harvey there was something grounded and not, if that makes sense.
Well, it's exactly what Kevin said, is we start in a very familiar place. So if you're familiar with Batman, which I would assume most people are that are picking this up.
If you're watching this, hey, what's up, Batman nerd?
You probably are.
Hang on, let's see if this DLC is still downloading. Damn, okay. 6 more minutes? All right.
In a relatively familiar place, and so with characters that you know, and we establish that, but then it kind of goes where you take it. So it really depends on how you play with.
Hang on. I know why it's taking so long. Hang on. Notifications? Oh, did this change? Oh yeah, okay. Let's pause this. Pause that. That should go a lot faster. Oh, look at that. You picked up 2 minutes, yo. Alright.
Those characters, how you interact with them, how you treat them, in where those characters go and where the season goes.
Based on Batman's decisions and Bruce's decisions, is it possible that maybe somebody we think would become a villain this way won't become a villain at all? Is that too leading of a question?
Yeah, I think there's definitely space where who the villains are in our series emerges from gameplay. So you may choose to do something that keeps Harvey, kind of leans into the good side of Harvey, but at the expense of your relationship with Vicky and things like that. Kind of in a Telltale game, there's no right or wrong answer to stuff. You're just making a mess of yourself the whole time.
There's just different consequences.
So then,
sometimes good, sometimes bad.
I mean, my question for you guys was then, how did you sell DC on letting you do that? You know what I mean? Like, when I think of DC, I think of them protecting their characters and like protecting their toy box. Are they getting better about that?
They're fantastic to work with.
Yeah.
So the way we've kind of approached is we've thought of what we want to do, and we go talk with them, meet with them, and they're really open to us building our own Batman story and not just adapting something that's out there. So we're not trying to adapt any Batman story that's out there. We're building our own Batman story and our own Bruce story. And so they're really open to that. And they are super excited about some of the stuff that we're doing. And they're like, I can't believe nobody's thought of that before. They've actually said it to us. I'm like, 75 years, nobody's done what you guys are doing. So there's some really cool stuff that's going to be surprises in there.
Tony, does that surprise you? You keep an eye on the comic book industry. I feel like being a DC fanboy for my entire life.
I mean, it makes sense that I could see them being very protective, and and there should be certain ground rules. I am a strong You know, I believe Batman shouldn't kill.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to, you know, and you know, because the death of his parents is that was his driving force. So, you know, he would hold all life sacred, even people like the Joker. So I think he's so skilled that he knows how to take down an opponent. The only problem is keeping them locked up.
Exactly.
That seems
Which
to be,
he can't do.
He cannot do that.
Every time.
Somehow in Gotham, that seems to be the challenge. Yeah, and they are very protective.
Oh, sure.
They're not just like, oh, do whatever you want, but they're very open to us telling our own story if it makes sense and fits within the overall construct.
So how did this conversation with DC about Batman start? Like, I think that's an interesting thing. You know, you guys are Telltale, you make all sorts of crazy, amazing games, but did they approach you? Did you approach them?
Well, you know, we started working on things like Wolf Among Us, our fables.
Yeah.
And that's where we got to know each other a little bit. And, you know, Batman is the crown jewel. It's the, you know, one of the biggest things on the planet that we could work with.
Sure.
So it's a real privilege to be able to go and play there. You know, it was a process of working on Wolf Among Us and seeing the kind of cool things that we could do with Wolf Among Us, and then talking about what was the next thing we wanted to do.
Did you have to, like, in a way, prove yourself to them? I mean, you know, Wolf Among Us is your first foray out with them, and, like, I remember, geez, that was years ago when you guys announced that. That was at that event downtown.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was I wouldn't say Wolf was like a test to see if we could do Batman.
Sure.
It wasn't like a prerequisite.
Okay.
But it was a big step in the evolution of the relationship of you know, all the Batman games that have come before have been stellar. There's been really amazing games, and it's important that important to Warner that we make a really good Batman game.
Sure.
Obviously. So I think we've gotten to a really credible point in the relationship between both companies, and we're like, okay, let's go for it. Let's go for the brass ring. Let's do Batman.
You make a joke.
All right, is this finished, Joe? Almost.
You know, about it's important to them that we don't make a bad Batman game or stuff. But that, in a way, I think, is what's awesome about where we are right now in 2016, is the fact that companies like DC and Warner Brothers take it seriously now.
Yo, what's
When in
up,
the
son?
past, maybe not DC or anybody. Now they actually want
Watching
to
this
tell stories
video
and
while
build
this
universes.
episode 3
look at
downloads.
how good all the Batman games have been so far. And I think our game is a very different take, and all the players a very different way of exploring the Batman universe, but it's going to be meets all the same.
The guy talking and the guy next to him are Telltale
The bar is really high.
executives, I think.
Good job of picking partners and working really well.
But at least the one on the right, he's an executive producer.
For us as well.
Sean, are you ready though? Because so many people are going to pick it up and be like, there's going to be all the Telltale nerds like me, like this audience, that pick it up and like know what they're getting, right?
Yep.
But you're going to get a whole bunch of people who are coming over like, all right, why is there so much talking?
Should be done download by now. Just wait for that pop-up to show up.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and I think that's, you know, we need to educate our audience of this is how this game is different from the Rocksteady games or any of the other Batman games that are out there, where this game is about playing as Bruce, playing as Batman. A lot of it is dialogue, and a lot of it is.
Oh, rewind. What happened?
Where this game is about playing as Bruce, playing as Batman. A lot of it is dialogue, and a lot of it is interpersonal relationships and the machinations of how that stuff changes as you act differently and behave differently, and how you deal with each of those characters in different situations. That's where the Telltale magic is, right?
Yeah.
So for us, and we've got action as well, and we've upgraded that stuff.
Yeah, you
saw
use
it at
systems,
E3,
right?
and it looks and plays really cool as well. But our game is not an action game. Our game is a narrative-based exploration into Batman and Bruce Wayne with action in there. And it's everything
Dude, when is this
that you would
episode
expect
3 gonna
if you
finish?
understand that going in. So I think it's really
Son?
cool, and for the Batman fan, there's really good action Batman games out there.
Let's see. I noticed in this beta they changed the notification. So, you know, like on the left-hand side, you used to have categories. It don't have that anymore. Oh, it's finished. All right, let's resume 4 and 5. Those can download while I play. I tried to download PT, it wouldn't download. Damn it.
We live, like Kevin said as well. This is another thing to kind of complete your collection that really gives you another side of it. And we're doing something really unique with Bruce. where there's been very little Bruce gameplay.
Okay, let's
We're a lot of
see.
We're a lot of Batman also, but
Sure.
But you know, it's 50-50.
Well, that's what's so exciting. I mean, I don't know if you can talk about it as a comic book fan too, but as a comic book video game fan, is the fact that there can be different properties in the same, or there can be different games, I guess, in the same property, but it does get to come out and it's not doing the same thing.
And that's not what we wanted to make either, because it's not our strength. Our strength is what we do. And
All right, here we go.
with
Let's play some
narrative,
games,
those
son.
Deep personal.
I'm actually go back and watch those. It's pretty interesting. Oh my god, it's loud. Episodes. Start episode 3, son. You already beat this, right? Did you like it? Previously on Batman.
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two. Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises.
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that the hard
Oh shit!
They're waiting for you in hell!
Then it just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence.
Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins.
But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
Let's get out of here.
I tried to kiss her. She wasn't having it.
The GCPD has orders to take you in. After tonight, I can't stand in their way anymore.
So sorry, ladies and gents. As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program.
Alright, how come this game is lagging,
And
yo?
we need a new moderator. You there? Yes! You! Thank you for volunteering.
My downtrodden brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham.
Oh, remember that. This game installed, episode 4. Gotham General Hospital.
Mayor Dent. You know, I always assumed Harvey would win, but not like this.
Won by default. He's probably pissed he didn't get his landslide fair and square.
Hey, Harvey's going to be okay.
You don't know that. I keep wondering. Why did you do it? Harvey needed you. Why save me? Harvey's your best friend.
Episode 5 installed.
Nothing to you. I just don't get it.
I did it because I care about you.
Well, maybe you shouldn't.
That's probably the wrong one.
I don't think I can do this.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to see what... I just can't, okay? I have to go. I'm sorry. Just go in without me.
It's okay. I get it.
You do?
I don't blame you for not wanting to be here.
Thanks. Please, Bruce.
Bye.
Don't tell him I was here. I don't think he'd understand.
Meet me in my house.
Gotham is still reeling after last week's mayoral debate. With the drugging and subsequent murder of Mayor Hamilton Hill, Harvey Dent was left running unopposed. After a rather lackluster election, Mayor Dent was sworn in from his hospital.
Kind of, yes and no.
Word is he's still recovering from major injuries sustained at the event.
Harvey, I am so sorry this happened.
Hey, come on. It's not your fault.
Well, I'm sorry anyway.
I haven't actually seen it yet. They've had me wrapped up this whole time. Numbed beyond belief.
Two-Face.
Maybe it's not that bad. I mean, my family, we heal quick. Could be fine.
Hey, I'm sure it'll heal up nicely. You'll have some scarring, but it won't be that bad.
Optimism, right? Scars are cool. Rugged. Manly.
Exactly.
Oh, what have you got there?
I brought you some flowers. Though I see I'm not the first.
Yeah, well, my mother and my secretary. Every sick boy's dream. One woman I thought would visit, or at least call, hasn't. Selena's been a no-show. I thought she'd at least come by to congratulate me, if nothing else. Guess we weren't as close as I thought. Guess I can't blame her. The way I look now.
Yeah, she's probably just busy, hasn't had a chance to come by yet. You'll hear from her.
Easy for you to be optimistic about women. Pretty sure no one ever loses Bruce Wayne's number. I am glad you're here, though. God, it's been infuriating. Just sitting here and having nothing but time to think about what happened. I wish I could make myself turn it off completely. Watching footage of the debate over and over. Look at me, preaching it. What a great guy you are, while I go and get my face bashed in. It's easy. Every news station is showing it. Just regurgitating the same old sound bites.
Don't do this to yourself. There's nothing you can do to change what happened. Replaying that moment will only drive you crazy.
Yeah, I know that. But here I am.
Trust me. You need to stop.
I was helpless, Bruce. Helpless. I couldn't do anything. Penguin would have just beaten me to death right there in front of everyone. He wanted to. Hey, thanks. What they did to Hill, to the moderator, I have to live with that. But you heard them up there. The Penguin and that maniac on screen. This isn't over. I need to stay ahead of them. They're trying to cause discord. That stunt at the debate was just the first step.
Batman stopped them from killing you the other night, but they will try again.
I won't hide from them, Bruce. The Tonight speech, they'll know where I stand.
Wait, tonight? I thought you were supposed to be recovering.
My assistant is on her way to pick me up. With the election, I was able to talk the hospital into releasing me early. Not that they're too happy about it. All the doctors keep telling me to take it easy. But how can I? Stay in the chair, Mr. Dent. Oh, don't overexert yourself, Mr. Dent.
You should probably listen to the doctors. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, I've been a very good invalid, Bruce. Don't worry. I can't afford to take it easy right now. Come on, you do the same in my position. Which is why I won't even try to tell you to not look into those tapes. I know how much you loved your father, Bruce. I know that debate was hard on you, too. Finding out your dad drugged Esther Cobblepot, Hill admitting to having both of them killed, it's a lot to process. I'm sorry. Hill. Just because I keep reliving it doesn't mean you want to.
Oswald and I were best friends when we were kids. I knew his mother. Talked to her.
Look, I realize what a terrible friend I've been to you. I was so focused on the campaign. I thought distancing myself from you was the only option. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Harvey. I appreciate that.
I'll make it up to you. What is that?
Batman symbol.
Coming from near the GCPD? That's one way to get the guy's attention.
And look, I should get going, Harv.
What, already? What else do you have to do? My assistant won't be here for another hour. You can stay if you want.
It's Alfred.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he just needs to talk to me.
Yeah, of course, go ahead. Tell the old man I said hi.
Alfred.
You rest up, Harv.
Thanks, Bruce.
Batman. Telltale series.
Unit 6 in pursuit of suspects westbound on 15th Street.
Is it the Children of Arkham? Can you confirm?
Negative. They're taking shots at us whenever we get close.
Understood. Stay on them. We'll think of something.
A little help would be nice.
Hang in there, all right?
Oh, they knew we'd be there, Jim. We don't have enough officers to deal with this.
The Batman.
Everyone's stretched thin. I'm doing what I can. I have to go.
That light has a bat on it, Jim.
You give me a number to call, I'll rethink my
Batman.
methods. I'm just glad I got your attention. I didn't have a lot of options. So, here we are.
Oh,
I'd rather have you arrested than come to you for help. But the truth is, we're desperate. I'm calling a truce, just for tonight.
Bring me up to speed.
Right. Renee Montoya, one of my officers.
The one who tried to shoot me.
I know, but hear me out. She's trying to clear her name after those animals manipulated her into killing Falcone. She's supposed to be on leave, but she got a tip on the Children of Arkham's chemical stash, went rogue. She's out there alone, and I can't spare anyone to back her up. I told her to wait, but this is personal. The Children of Arkham pumped her full of that junk. She's a good cop. One of my best.
I'll find her. We'll take down the Children of Arkham together.
That's what I like to hear. These Children of Arkham are everywhere all of a sudden. Where the hell they all come from? I never heard of them before. And that debate. Oh, they're tearing up the entire city.
Never mind how this began. We have to focus on ending it.
If you've got any bright ideas how to do that, I'm all ears.
Gordon, this is Schultz. Over.
Gordon here.
We got a problem with the mayor, sir.
What happened? Is he okay?
I don't know. We lost him. He took off and left us behind.
Christ, one more crisis I can't deal with right now. We've got to keep both Montoya and Dent safe. Somehow.
I'm on it. You there?
Always.
Launch the drones. I need eyes on the city.
Lucius has made some upgrades. I'll let him explain.
Who are you talking to? You got a whole team or something?
A friend who can help us.
That friend got a name?
All right,
None of your
patching us
business.
through to R&D in Wayne Enterprises.
Batman, so listen. The first model was only equipped for visual surveillance, but seeing how you use them at the skyline, I thought you'd need an audio feed as well. The microphones are incredibly sensitive. They can pick up sounds from up to 500 yards. In some cases, you'll even be able to hear through walls, like X-ray peering.
Just what I needed. Thank you.
Being one step ahead of Batman, it's kind of my job.
Any idea where they might be?
Montoya's car was spotted crossing the bridge to Arkham Island. Could be where the handoff is happening.
What about Dent?
They're probably headed to his acceptance speech. They just left the hospital and we lost sight of him.
Oh. Let's listen.
Barrels of this stuff to transfer. And not a big window to unload all of that. They said they wanted it done tonight, so it's gotta be done. You wanna argue with them? Be my guest. You just keep an eye out for that cop.
Nobody move! This is the police!
Get her!
Headed to the construction site. Send whatever men you can spare after Dent.
I'll round up what officers I can. Gonna have to head out there myself, too. I know this is risky, Batman. Just be careful.
I played one round. I'm getting tired, dude. Sleepy.
6, requesting backup. Corner of 15th and Main.
Go grab something to eat. And go to bed.
Major disturbance here.
Play it some more tomorrow. Riddle me this, Batman. Trophy! State of the Union. Oh, damn.
I got this one. Batman, look out!
Get him, get him, get him, get him. Woo!
It's over. Drop the gun.
Look, I promise I'm not gonna shoot you, okay? I used to think you were a threat, but I was wrong. We both have much bigger problems right now. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? Those guys had me pinned down. If you hadn't shown up when you did,
You want forgiveness? Look somewhere else.
I just want you to know, I've got your back, all right? I don't know what I was thinking coming out here alone. I nearly blew it. I could be dead. Or you could be dead. And it'd be on me.
You're lucky I was here to clean up the mess you made. This was reckless.
You're one to talk. I don't need a lecture coming from you, Batman.
Shut
I
up.
don't understand how they knew I was coming.
Heads up. The cops just sent 3 black and whites to stop our guys going after Dent. From the chatter, sounds like Gordon's with them.
Someone's gotta help Gordon. They know he's coming. Go. I'll see what I can find here. I'm not giving up on this.
Alfred.
Are you all right?
Yeah, but they knew I was coming. They seemed to be getting info on the GCPD's whereabouts. Not sure how. I need an update on Harvey.
Bringing it up now. Deborah, get down!
Mr. Dent, what did you do to him?
I said get back in the car! There's more of them coming!
Put down your weapon! There's too many of them! Everybody take cover!
You'd better get down there.
On my way.
Hurry up, Bats.
Self-defense, he says. New mayor's pretty tough, turns out. Killed one of those guys attacking him with his bare hands.
Dent did that?
Guess the fella's lucky Dent got to him before you did, huh?
You have something to say, then say it.
We all know how you operate. You like to see them hurt, don't you? They're not dead, but they wish they were. At least this one died quick.
We got our asses handed to us.
They knew you were coming.
How? We've been using a secure channel. You saying we got a leak? Gordon to command. Anyone there?
Command here. What is it, Gordon?
Turn that off.
What?
It's been compromised. The children of Arkham are listening in on the GCPD's communications.
Gordon, command! Do you copy?
I'm gonna look into this. I'll let you know what I find.
Bruce?
The GCPD's been compromised. The children of Arkham were listening the whole time.
How?
That's what I'm going to find out. Alfred, I'm sending over evidence of some kind of encrypted communication signal.
It's coming up on my screen now, but I'm afraid it looks like a bunch of gibberish to me.
I need to go to Wayne Tower and look into this. Get me Lucius on the line.
Yes, right away. If the public finds out the police aren't able to communicate...
It'll cause a panic. Just what the children of Arkham want.
Mass chaos. That seems to be how the Penguin does business. I have Lucius on the line now.
Bruce, are you there? I'm looking at this data Alfred sent me. It's messy.
I have to know what the children of Arkham are doing. How fast can you decrypt?
It's a tough one, but I should have it cracked soon if you can meet me at Wayne Tower.
Already on my way.
Trophy. A man unhinged. Okay, this is probably my cue right here to go. Wish I could play some more, but getting sleepy and tired. I'm dozing off. Win.
Almost there, Lucius.
I'll meet you down in the lab. Some aspects of the Children of Arkham surveillance are worrying.
Great.
Bruce.
Chairwoman.
I didn't think you'd be here. I used to look to Thomas for guidance in hard times. Must seem silly. After everything that's happened. You know what they say about old habits.
To what do I owe the pleasure, Regina?
I'm sorry, I just needed to clear my head. Sort things out.
In my office?
I know it's irregular, but it's nice to have a reminder of the Waynes every once in a while. In all their glory. I've been called in for an emergency board meeting.
I wasn't told about it.
You weren't invited, Bruce. You are the topic of discussion for the board. They want to decide what your future at this company will be. Whether to dismiss you or not. You have to understand, Bruce. This company is bigger than any one individual. We have to keep face. And after this scandal...
Can't fire me.
What? They can't fire me.
It's possible they can. It's the most logical solution, with the business in jeopardy. It doesn't mean I have to agree with it, though.
Bruce, I've got something. You need to get down here. Now.
I worked with your parents for years, and neither of them gave any indication of foul play. How could you have ever known?
Bruce.
You're nothing like him, Bruce. We always build up the people closest to us. When they fall...
I appreciate the sentiment, Regina. Thank you.
I mean what I said before. Families like ours need to flock together. Perhaps now, more than ever. I should head down. I don't want them to make a decision without me. I'll come find you after.
I'll be right down, Lucius.
Unlock the secret entrance. Alright, let's cut it right here, yo. I'm dozing off. Falling asleep, hungry and tired. It's real late for me. So we continue this mañana. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.